Hello and welcome to Otter Update for Hello and welcome to Otter Update for March 2025. I'm your host Lacey Briss.
And I'm Emmett Rockness.
No one cares. Spring is here. Emmett, have you been getting out to do anything that you can't do in the winter?
I've been walking to school again.
That's so crazy. Oh no! Our green screen. It's broken.
Are you gonna fix it?
No.
Hey, it worked. That's pretty cool. I couldn't get it to work. So, I'm glad you're here.
Anyways, we have stories to share. First, we have updates on the Aquatics Center.
Junior reporter Reese Stacker signing in, and I will be interviewing Mr. Taylor, the head of construction over at the Aquatics Center.
I'm here with
Len Taylor.
and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions about the construction that's going on in the Aquatics Center. So when's the estimated due date of it being finished?
We're hoping it'll be early May that they complete all the construction, and then we'll have the month of May to set up all the furniture and things like that inside. The deck furniture is scheduled to come like the middle of May. We'll get that all set up, and then the offices, admissions area, and all that we'll have to get set up at that point. But it's looking good. Construction's gone really well, and the actual opening date we've got set for June 2nd.
All right. And when it is set, do you know some of the prices?
I do. I have to look at my notes. So,
Okay, go ahead.
so for ages up to 2, children are free, and then a day pass for people over that age, I guess, are $8 a day, and then seniors will be $7.20 a day. And then we'll have a 10 punch pass that will be discounted. You can get a 10 punch pass for $70.
All right.
And we will have season passes available for purchase too. And a single for the season will be $100. An additional $35 per person in a family beyond that. So just for an example, a family of 4 would be $205. So each additional person is just $35. So we're hoping that that's a good rate and will allow the general population of the city to be able to afford to come here and enjoy the facility.
What were some accomplishments and setbacks of the construction?
Accomplishments are basically just being able to get it done on time, which it looks like it will be. The only real setback we had was the weather last summer. We had a nice early spring, so they got started, and then it started to rain, and rain did hold back the project a little bit, but for the most part, schedule's been made up and we'll finish on time.
Okay. And for times, how would times work? When is it open?
We're planning to be open from 12 to 7 each day, 7 days a week, and our staffing, they would start a half hour ahead of that, so 11:30, and they would work another half hour after it closes. So yeah, 12 to 7 each day. I'll just mention about staffing too a little bit. We've got all of our lifeguards hired. A few of them will be going through training here shortly. March, April, and May, there's some classes scheduled for certification. And we've got a pool manager hired, so we're sitting pretty good with lifeguards. We're still looking for admissions and concession staff, and that's ongoing. We're taking applications for those. So anybody that's interested, applications can be filled out online on the City of Fergus Falls website.
And for the community, would there be any community events going on?
There's not planned any community events through the season. There will be a grand opening event for sure. But we're still looking through how it might work to have rental for birthday parties and stuff like that. But right now it's just open generally every day to the public.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming over today, and we'll get you some footage from other parts of the building and
Sounds good.
give a sneak peek to everybody.
Junior reporter Reese Stacker signing off.
Teacher feature.
Junior reporter Candy, I'm gonna interview.
Senora Despard.
Yes. What inspired you to teach Spanish?
Well, I grew up with lots of friends that spoke Spanish and they would teach me words, but I didn't understand the whole language. So I've always enjoyed languages because of that, and I wanted to expand on that.
Yeah, that's nice. Were you involved in any extracurricular activities?
Yes, cheerleading, basketball, softball, and speech.
Wow. How long have you been teaching?
20 years.
That's a long time.
Mhm.
What's your party trick?
I can wiggle my ears.
Show us, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Es fantástico.
It's great. It's great.
Hola, soy la señora Despard. Estoy aquí con...
Cande.
Yo tengo preguntas, ¿sí?
Sí.
¿A dónde has viajado y cuál fue tu lugar favorito?
No viajé a muchos países, viajé a Brasil, a Estados Unidos por mi intercambio ahora y a diferentes partes de Argentina, pero mi favorito es Estados Unidos.
Ah, ¿cómo decidiste ir a los Estados Unidos?
Porque cuando era más chica yo miraba películas y era como wow, o sea, es mi sueño, quiero ir allá y bueno, terminé cumpliéndolo a mis 16 años.
Y, ¿cuál es tu película favorita?
Mi película favorita es Clueless, no sé si la pronuncié bien.
Sí, sí, me encanta la película.
A mí también, es
Sí.
mi favorita de todas.
Mi película favorita es Napoleon Dynamite. ¿Te gusta la película?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sí, es cómica. Sí. Y, ¿participas en actividades extracurriculares?
Sí, ahora estoy en track, pero en verano hice tenis y en invierno hice gimnasia artística.
Muchas actividades. ¿Qué haces en track?
En track corro 200 metros y hago salto en alto.
Gracias por hablar conmigo.
Muchas gracias a vos.
Adiós.
Junior reporter Candy signing out.
Me gusta comer agua.
Emma, you eat your water?
Is that what that means? Well, it doesn't matter. Makai doesn't eat his water, and he's going to be telling us about the robotics team.
Hello, this is junior reporter Makai Abramson here with
Eric Swanson.
Logan Bradenberg.
from the Otterbots. I just have a few questions for you today, so let's get started. First, can you explain what your robot does this year?
Our robot is able to manipulate PVC and these large kickballs, be able to place them in different regions. We put the PVCs on different posts in the center, and then we throw our kickballs into this upper net area called the barge, and the pegs are called the reef.
Wow, sounds impressive. So then, what are some of the challenges you have faced this year in building your robot?
This year we have to do a lot of things with our robot, so one of the biggest challenges was getting it under the weight requirement. The requirement is about 115 pounds, which seems like a lot, but when you have a lot of things in your robot, a lot of attachments, it gets to be really heavy. So that's definitely one of the biggest challenges, was keeping it underweight, actually.
Nice. So, can you tell us how a robotic season works? Like, how do you build the robot, and then how do competitions work?
So we start off in January, and we get the prompt with a video from First Robotics explaining the game. And then we start our build process. So that starts off with idea generation, and we kind of plan out what we're going to do in CAD, and then we go forth and start to model it in real life through different steps, starting with wood and 3D printed parts, moving to more like harder, stronger parts like metal. And then after we get close to finished, you have to sign up for different regionals. So this year we signed up for 2 regionals, one up in Duluth and one up in Grand Forks. So we went to our first regional. At that regional, you have qualification matches first, and that ranks you in a certain position. And then the top 8 teams after qualification are team captains and get to pick their own alliance. So that's the same at both regionals. And at both regionals, they count towards your points to go to the state tournament, so it takes your average. So winning an award at our first regional helped with that, and then also being a captain at our second one would help with that as well, the different point values.
So, how's your team been doing this year?
It's been going pretty well for us. At our first regional up in Duluth, we ended up getting picked as the second pick for the 5th Alliance, losing out, placing 7th overall, which was good. But we won an award for innovation on our manipulator of the PVC, which was really amazing for our state standings. And then in our second regional, we were able to be the 8th ranked team and be the 7th ranked alliance and pick 2 robots to be a part of our alliance. And we ended up getting 3rd place there, winning up all the way up to the semi-finals.
Wow, that's fun. So, now, after the regional, what's next for your team this year?
We have to wait a couple of weeks to see if we qualify for the state tournament because only 36 out of the 180 Minnesota teams get to go. But as soon as we see that, hopefully we make it to state. We're right on the bubble right now. We might make some modifications to the robot because the state tournament's going to be a lot different than a standard regional. But yeah, we're kind of waiting for the results at this point.
Okay, it sounds like you've been having a very good season. Thank you for your time, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Senior reporter Ava Stumbo here to interview Miss Sands about a new program in our music department, Unified Music. I'm here with Mrs. Sands, and I'm here to talk about Unified Music. So what is Unified Music?
Unified Music is a group that we recently started, which incorporates our general education students with our special education students and allows them to experience music.
When do you guys meet?
So we just had our second meeting, and we have been meeting on Thursdays during Otter time.
Where are you guys meeting?
We are meeting in the high school choir room.
Who can join Unified Music?
So right now, we're kind of still in a trial phase. So we've been opening it up to our high school choir students. And then any students who are in our special education classes.
What inspired this to finally happen?
So I have a passion for offering music to all students, regardless of their abilities. I think that is a very important thing that our school can offer. And Mr. Anderson and I have had some conversations for the last few years. I approached him about my ideas, and he's very supportive. But right now we don't have the space or the staffing to offer this as a full-time class. Eventually that would be my goal, is to be able to offer this as a full class, kind of like we do for Unified Fayette. But I still wanted to push forward and try to reach these students, so we just decided to start small and offer it during Otter time.
What do you do during Unified Music?
So during Unified Music, we offer different types of music experiences that can be enjoyed by both our general education and our special education students. So some examples of things we've done so far are we've been playing with boomwhackers, we've been doing some singing, we've been doing some hand drums or different percussion instruments, rhythm sticks, working on things like call and response rhythms, just different things that they can have a leadership role in, as well as be inclusive with our general and special education students.
And what is the purpose of Unified Music?
I think the purpose of Unified Music is to make sure that we are reaching all students in our school, regardless of their ability, because music is really a subject that is for everyone, and it's something that they can do their whole lives.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Hello, my name is Jacob.
It's nice to meet you. I heard that you're in Unified Music. What are you enjoying about Unified Music?
I like Unified Music because I like to listen to boomwhackers.
You're enjoying the boomwhackers?
I enjoy the boomwhackers.
Would you say that's your favorite activity that we've done so far?
Yes.
Yeah? What other things in Unified Music have you been enjoying?
I like singing.
The singing? What is your favorite song?
Flight of the Bumblebee.
That's a great one. What would you say to other people who want to join Unified Music? Would you say that they should join?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, perfect. Do you have anything else you want to say about Unified Music?
No.
No?
I don't.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Jacob. This has been an interview with Miss Sands and one of our Unified Music students, Jacob. Unified Music will be meeting in the high school choir room on Thursdays during Otter time. Unified Music is for both general education and special education students, and it is about building community, sharing music, and having fun. This has been senior reporter Ava Stumbo.
Who was in charge of recording that? The camera was so shaky.
That was me.
That was you? Maybe get a steadier arm when you're recording next time.
Okay, you can't talk noodle arms.
What of it?
Better not work at Comstock. They gotta be buff. Is the gym that way? Or is it that way?
Senior reporter Casey Cole here, and I'm with
Ty Thompson on Comstock Construction.
So Ty, what does Comstock do?
A lot of residential, commercial, schools, hospitals, overall commercial construction, civil construction. We have a big earthwork division.
How long has Comstock been a thing?
1925. This year we actually celebrated our 100-year anniversary.
100 years, that's a long time. What are some of the projects that Comstock has done around Fergus Falls?
Two big ones that stand out is probably the first and second phase of the downtown riverfront projects, the splash pad and the farmers market building, and what else do we got? Fergus Falls, big ones, probably the first phase of the old Target building, the Lincoln School, and the D Lagoon camping park improvements down there.
That's a lot of stuff you've done for Fergus. Out of all the projects you've ever done, what has been your favorite project so far?
I would say probably the most stressful but the most fun one was probably the splash pad a couple of summers ago. That one was new, something we don't typically do, and then something to see the kids enjoy it when it's all done in the community. That was probably my most memorable one so far.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time and cooperation, Ty. Hope you have a great day. And now I'm here with
Daryl Schreiber.
So Daryl, what do you do here at Comstock?
I am the service operations manager here. Take care of pretty much, if you wanted to call it, small projects, replacing a window, a door, do some caulking on the outside of a building, small like sidewalks and stuff. I'd take care of that, but yeah, small projects.
Is there a favorite project that you have in mind?
Wow, favorite one. I don't know if there's been a favorite yet. They're all different. I guess I kind of like that. I don't get stuck on one project for too long. I do a lot of small stuff, so I'm constantly moving in different projects all the time.
Perfect. Thank you.
You bet.
Well, with
Adam.
Adam, how long have you been working for Comstock?
About a year now.
And what is your role with Comstock?
I'm a laborer, so I pretty much just do whatever I'm told.
Same here.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite project with Comstock so far?
Either this one or working on the regional treatment center in town.
Thank you, Adam. Senior reporter Casey Cole signing off.
Junior reporter Hannah Fear here, and today I will be interviewing coach and show director Laura Dewey on this year's skating show. Let's go. Junior reporter Hannah Fear here with
Laura Dewey, one of 3 Fergus Falls Figure Skating Club show directors.
So, how long has the Fergus Falls Skating Club been around, and how many skaters are involved this year?
The show this year was actually our 40th skating show of the Fergus Falls Figure Skating Club since we've been in existence. This year we had about, I believe it was around 30 advanced skaters on our advanced team that participated, and then another about 65 of our more recreational learn to skate kids that are coming up through our program.
Tell me about this year's theme for the skating show.
This year's theme was country sights and city lights. So we had a lot of variety of music, ranging from our traditional country music and some line dance songs, to Uptown Girl and New York, New York, and big city party songs.
Yeah. So, how much work goes into preparing for a show like this?
Each year at our spring banquet, the advanced skating team actually gets to vote on the theme of next year's show. So in a few weeks, they'll be already starting to think about and voting on next year's theme. And from that point on, our show directors start thinking about songs and concept and set design and that kind of thing. So really, it's all year long.
Yeah. So, why is skating a sport that kids should consider trying out?
I think like any sport, there is a lot more than just the skills of the sport that you learn. There's a lot of life skills that you learn. Time management, adaptability, learning how to be coachable, learning how to handle failure, but also learning how to handle successes in a humble manner. So I think any sport has more than just the sport itself. However, skating in general, and it doesn't necessarily need to be figure skating, is kind of a staple here in the Midwest. So I think it's something that everyone should at least try, and something that maybe families can do together and do through the years. So.
Yeah, sure. Well, thank you. This is junior reporter Hannah Fear signing off.
Maybe I should figure skate. Like, I'm obviously really graceful.
Totally. You're really graceful.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. But I could tell you about the Hawaii trip next year, which this year's seniors don't get to go on. Roll the clip! Junior reporter Emmett Rockness is here with
Mr. McGowan.
Great. So the music departments are going on a trip next year to Hawaii. Why are we going to Hawaii?
Well, every 2 years, our music department goes on a trip. For one, just to broaden students' experience when they're in high school, to see new places, to perform in new venues, and then this trip is also a little extra special because the marching band has been invited to perform as the representative of Minnesota in the 2026 Vietnam Veterans Day Parade in Waikiki, Hawaii.
It's pretty cool. What are the plans for Hawaii? What are we going to do there?
We'll play in the parade. We'll also go to the Polynesian Cultural Center and perform there. We'll experience like a traditional luau and eat some awesome food.
Awesome.
And we'll go to Pearl Harbor, spend some time at the beach, and some other things.
What have been our fundraising activities? What have we been doing to raise money for the trip?
Individually, students have been able to raise money through like some of our ongoing fundraisers like service food receipts. We've also had like a Domino's fundraiser and a frozen food fundraiser. There's been some food fundraisers at different restaurants, but then in addition, we're doing a big fundraising drive to try and bring down the flight costs for all students. Flights to Hawaii will cost about $100,000, and our goal is to relieve that burden as much as possible by, our goal is to try and cover that $100,000 flight cost. And right now we're something like $12,250 or something like that. So,
what are the requirements for students to go on the trip?
You need to be a junior or senior, involved in music, or be a member of our top group, so sophomores that are in wind ensemble, a cappella choir, bel canto, or chamber orchestra, which next year will be called Otter Philharmonic. You need to be in one of those top groups, or you need to be a member of marching band this summer, which all of you are welcome to join marching band this summer. Come talk to me.
How many students are going that you know of right now as like a rough estimate, or do you not have that number at all?
One person is confirmed going.
One person is
They've turned in their form.
They've turned in the form.
I'm going to guess about 80 people total going.
80 people going. Sweet. Is there anything else you want to mention about the Hawaii trip, or do we cover all the bases?
Well, I mean, it'll be a super fun experience. even if you are not currently enrolled in music and you want to enroll yourself in music for next year, it's never too late to join. You can come talk to me or any of the other music teachers, and we'd be happy to figure out a good fit for you in our music program. Or if you want to do marching band this summer, you can find me in the high school band room, and we can find some roles. Even if you don't play an instrument, we need people carrying flags, carrying the Fergus Falls banner, carrying. We usually have like either a rifle or a saber that's like protecting the American flag and stuff like that. So we have roles within the marching band for non-musicians as well. So if anyone is interested in going on the trip or just being a part of music in general here, you can come down and talk to any one of us teachers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's been the interview for the Hawaii trip.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm going to teach you how to use service food receipts to add money to your music trip account. First, go to service food and buy something, right? Buy something good, enjoy it, drink it all up. Go home and put that receipt into a spreadsheet along with your other service food receipts. Make sure that they are in order. When you have reached $1,000 total in your receipts, turn them in order along with a sheet of paper with your name, your grade, your music group, and your graduation year. Be sure to turn receipts in totaling up to $1,000.
Well, that's all of our stories.
What an exciting and eventful Otter update we've had.
Keep it classy.
Nope, we're supposed to say that together. Until next time, keep it classy, KSS.
Back a nigga chase, 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 chase. Back a nigga chase, 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 chase. Back a nigga chase, chase, back a nigga chase.